hundreds of battles throughout the season, we finally determine a champion tonight. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. Tonight, it's a battle for one team to join the greatest to ever play the game, between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Giants.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
With the eyes of the world watching, we are underway from the Super Bowl. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Starting with a pass here. Andrews has it, working downfield. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. That one goes for 25 yards. And the Giants will have a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
I be on my little mouse drill. All that rap to pay your bills.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Hit behind the line, that ball's loose. And it looked like the Bill got it. They have gotten the ball moving, Brock. We're seeing some progress on their debut possession.
They were following the script well, but of course, nobody scripts turnover.
No, they don't. So does that totally erase the positives that they could otherwise take away from that opening drive?
Yes and no. I mean, every possession is such a premium in this league, but you do know we can move this ball. We just got to take better care of it.
Allen taken right to the air. That's him on the quick hitter. And this one doesn't go far.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Hey, home. What's that?
Allen on the play action. One's complete right side. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. That's good for 7 yards. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Five wide. What's that?
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Connects downfield, on target to Burton. And he will score! Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Giants nothing. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here's Wishnowsky now to handle the kickoff. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18.
Now here's Cam Scattergood on the ground. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. This throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's a gain of 29. And the Giants first first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing on first down. It's Dart. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it.
Dude, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't the pass. It was a scramble. But the Nets, the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Scatterboo now from the gun. Fights his way through a tackle. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. It's a gain of 12 there. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
The Giants, first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys.
And he will score. Touchdown, New York. The Giants reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Going after converted by Zerline. And the Giants tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. It's Allen out of the pistol. Complete right side. Burton has it. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. It's a 21-yard gain. That's good for a Bills first down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
He brings it in. He's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
Hey, you like these results at first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 now.
Down 80! Stop. Regular. Hey, home. Gun. Go!
Working from the gun, it's Allen. He's got this complete to James Cook. And he gets this very close to that first. It's going to be 3rd and short at the 35.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep them short of the sticks.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. On the sneak, it's Allen. Oh, the football's loose. It looks like the Giants got to that one.
Hey, listen, I'm all for quarterbacks as artists. Like, you can't be a blacksmith. You've got to be an artist. You've got to create back there. But in the world of got-tos, you also got to hold on to the ball. That's a big-time turnover.
Here we go, set. Hawk 7. Check out.
On first down, it's Scatterboo. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Dart. Gets his tight end on the corner route. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And the Giants will have a first down.
49-yard line.
Let's go now. Practice. Let's go.
Darts out of the shotgun. Catch is made. It's Jalen Hyatt. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They get 27 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Giants, first down. First and 10 at the 22.
So that'll do it for the opening quarter of Super Bowl 61. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll get you back to Atlanta after this. 3 more quarters to go. We're back for the second frame here of Super Bowl 61. They're looking at yet another first and 10 on this drive. This is Scatterboo, left side. Next snap coming inside the red zone. Brock, he picks up 9 on the play.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
It's Tracy on second down. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. With a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Throwing from the gun. Has his man, it's cut by Andrews. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. But you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
On 1st and 10, here's Dart. This is Cox going right back to Andrews. And that play's brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
There's no question, Kate, big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches.
Fighting for the goal line, and he lost it. It's out. And it looks like the offense was there to recover it. They're inside the 5. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down. Woo, let's give him a second there. Give him a sec. I'm going to imagine his heart's probably going, what, 150, 160 beats per minute right now, Brock, after nearly losing that fumble.
Yep, and it wasn't just a ball he dropped there. It was at least 3 points, too. But fortunately, that ball stays with him in the red zone. And now I'm really curious. It's one of those moments, Kate, will they put the ball back in his hands, trust him again to hold on to it, maybe go get that touchdown you know he so badly wants.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
These are the moments, and these are the kind of calls, Kate, this offensive coordinator makes his money. You just get, well, you get stuffed on a run. And now you got 4th and goal. What are you going to do?
Quite the brave call they're making in this situation, Brock. They're going for it on 4th. No run, it's Scatterboo. He's not going to get there. They hold him out of the end zone, partner, but it is still going to keep this offense on the field. They've got a 1st and goal.
I love watching those running backs do their drill, especially in practice where they just keep those legs turning. They keep those legs moving for situations just like that one.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal.
Viking 18, go!
And he gets in. Touchdown! The Giants parlay the turnover into a lead. Zerline with the extra point. And the Giants break that tie and now lead by 7. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10.
Ready! Hey, tight. What's up?
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that walk.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Another one for Cook. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Audio Carrican making that stop.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Atlanta. The Bills trailing in the early going. Third and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. This is brought in by Coleman. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Bills moving quickly now. They're in the hurry up. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. He rolls to his right. It's brought in downfield by Kincaid. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Allen fires out wide, complete. Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Bills tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. To throw, here's Dart. Connection made with his running back. This is Cam Scatterboo. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. The Giants using their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Only 1 play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. On 1st down, here's Dart. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Hey, smash!
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. Right out of bounds after a small gain. It's a gain of 4 there, and the Giants will have a 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Dart going to throw again. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
It's going to throw again here on 2nd and 10. Taking a chance to the end zone. Yeah, this is cut. Touchdown, New York! The Giants get some late points and the lead. Zerline on down for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants break that tie and now lead by 7. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball to the 35 to begin this drive. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Allen. This is a heater going deep. That's grabbed inside the 30. Bills are going to go ahead and call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
First down, Bills.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. On first down, Allen bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. Allen to throw. On the move, headed right. He calls his own number again. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Look out! All 52.
They'll throw. 3rd and long. He's in trouble, and he's going to go down. The Giants are all over it. Timeout calls, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder.
It's only 3 points, and they're going to still trail at halftime, but every little bit helps. And I'll tell you this as well. It also helps maybe later in the game. You got a 4th quarter clutch kick. Have that confidence built. That's important.
So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
35-yard line.
Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. Going on first down. It starts. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by their rookie from Michigan. And the Bills might be able to get some points late after the interception.
Not an overwhelming amount of running room available, but he made what he could through the traffic on the pick. Everything he got them, just a bonus really anyway. They were certainly satisfied by simply getting off the field.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Cook trying this one up the gut. All right, they're going to call a timeout. 3 seconds left. That means 1 last play in this half. The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. It's a 48-yard look for him. Vass's kick is good. And that cuts the lead back down to a lower point. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Enough waiting. Let's crown a champion, shall we? The second half of the Super Bowl is underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Motioning left is their running back. Throwing now on 1st down, Allen. Gets made right side by Coleman. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
Alert! K-19! Stop.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Catch made. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Pickup of 2 here. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
A pickup of 2 yards. 1st down, Buffalo.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Chased out to his right. Connects downfield, on target to Burton. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for a Bills 1st down. Working quickly here. Allen now on 1st down. Buys time, rolling right. That's Cook at the 4. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Ready?
Now a give to Cook, running left. Then he makes it across, touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a James Cook touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
And they beat the defense with the throw and get 2 following the touchdown. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Blitz coming, here's Dart. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a pickup of 11. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready? 70 Lions.
Running with Scatterboo. That's the tackle. He's got space ahead. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
At the 43-yard line.
Scatterboo. Now he's past the 25. He does it! Touchdown, New York! The Giants start the second half with some needed points. Zerline on now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants tie us up 28-all. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35.
Bills take over first and 10. The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up first and 10. Running back sent in motion left. First down throw for Allen. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Kate, speaking from experience here, what happens now with the third sack allowed, especially on an early down like that, is that head coach and coordinator going to have a conversation. Okay, we got to fix this. Do we slide? Do we chip? Do we keep more people in? Because the one thing you can't do is keep getting your quarterback hit.
Alert, alert, alert.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. He dumps this off to Cook. He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still dropped not enough to avoid third down.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Hey, home. Ready?
Allen on third and short. Pulled in by his back. Cook. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
4-yard gain on the play. First down, Bills.
That's complete to Coleman out left. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
Ready? What's that?
Out of the shotgun, they'll get... Oh, he loses the football. But it looked like a member of the Bills was able to get to that one, so possession remains with them. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking you get it the next.
And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Five wide.
Oh, saw some movement there. That's going to cost them 5. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Well, the jumpiness cost him 5. First and goal, a little bit tougher here. Running it after the penalty. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. That'll do it for 3 quarters here in Super Bowl 61. Just one final act to go in our season. It's been a thrilling game, an absolute barn burner that is shockingly still tied as we get set for the fourth. Now Allen off the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. And he has the Buffalo touchdown. The Bills take a fourth quarter lead. Pass on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. To the left side, caught by Andrews. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Goes to the hurry up here.
At the 48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Dart. Forced down to his right, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
This is one of those many moments where I'm really thankful I'm in the booth and not on the field. Because in my day, defensive tackles couldn't run like that. This is not a statuesque QB. This guy can run. And it wasn't a linebacker or DB that chased him down. It was a big old D tackle. Tip of the cap to you, my big man.
It's Andrews outright. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Bills territory.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. He brings it in. And he's tackled after a big gain, but he's not going to get to keep the yards or the 1st down that he picked up either. We got a flag down in the neighborhood of holding. So they get dings for the holding. Gotta wonder if that changes their call as they line this up for 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on 3rd downs. They want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
Well, simply put, Brock, they absolutely need to have the conversion here on 4th down. Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. 1st and 10 from the 41. Pressure coming. It's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. He picks up 15 on the play. That's good for a Bills 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
On the move, headed right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He'd been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it. Right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball. They still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
They bring a tight end in motion right.
Look out!
They'll try the right side with Cook. Unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Straight ahead, here's Clark. He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. Keep it safe, push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Man in motion here. Cook again. And his defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. It's a gain of a yard, but they needed just a couple more inches. 3rd down. That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Bills leading by 7. Here we go. 3rd and less than a yard. Palmer motioning right. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Bills go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Set to kick off.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Dart. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked up by Terrell Bernard.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Cook. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a Bills 1st down. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0. First down, and they go right back to him. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down.
Throws it.
They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
Real quick. Maybe on that rapid pay the bills. And now I'm better. Not even a little bit. Hold on. Know yourself. Know your worth. My actions been louder than my words. How you sold, but still sold down I heard. Going through it, we can do it on the turf. Oh Lord, I'm the rookie in the vet. Shout out to the I ain't holding down the set.
And the Buffalo Bills have finally done it. They avenged the teams of the 90s. Buffalo has won the Super Bowl. Well, Brock, you and I talk about this often, multiple times throughout the regular season.